Hey there, it's Andy Nazaroff with the Nazaroff team. Happy New Year 2021. It's the Real Estate Corner, week one of the new year, and I wanted to share with you a little bit of thoughts and interesting pieces of news and information for the new year. When it comes to the end of a year, you typically see highlights looking back, like the top 10 things that happened in 2020, or a year in review, or even some places go, this is a memoriam of the people that passed away. I often find myself following the forecasts for the year to come. What's the economy look like for the new year? What does the business climate from politics look like for the new year? And obviously in our industry, what does the real estate market look like for the new year? And this last holiday season, I found myself consuming content from real estate economists, um, leaders of very large organizations in our space, and there was a commonality amongst their forecasts that I wanted to share with you. There was actually three things that I found them saying, and three things that I think could be true for any market virtually in the US, at least for real estate in 2021. Here's what they said: low interest rates, high demand, no to low inventory. Low interest rates, they're actually forecasted, they're low already, but they're forecasted to stay this low through the majority of 21. You have to ask yourself, why? And the answers that I've seen, the answers that I've received has been because the monetary policy in the US government understands the housing industry is a major driver, a major positive driver to our GDP. It is the thing I've heard and I believe that's going to keep us moving forward through this pandemic economy and recover much quicker than we could without it. So low interest rates means great news for affordability. Low interest rates might mean good things if you still need to refinance. Second thing they said was high demand. And this one didn't surprise me, but for some of you, it might. Like, how in the world is there such high demand still? Where are the buyers coming from? Look, we've had high demand for almost a year now. This level of demand has been here since before the pandemic. And what's happened as a result of the shelter in place orders or the pandemic is people have had an increased level of dislodgement because they're working from home and realize they need a different space, or their kids are doing school from home and they realize they might need more space or a different space, or they've just been home more and they realize they might need a bigger backyard or a backyard to begin with. And it's just this dislodgement creates a need for people to look for moving. And so the demand has been high. I'll also argue that the high demand is as a result of low interest rates. It's, when you look at the affordability of homes and you look at what people are renting homes for, in some cases, in some price ranges, it's actually less expensive to get a mortgage payment than a rental payment. And you can always argue that no matter the interest rate, when you're renting, you're paying 100% interest. You're paying somebody else's mortgage and getting no principal benefit. The third thing that they said, and this one might surprise you, it might not, but no to low inventory. For some people, it surprises them because they go, well, what about that forbearance stuff that, people have not been making their payments, and those foreclosures are most likely going to come on the other side of forbearance. We just haven't seen it yet. But let me just take that and handle it for a minute. Even if we do, our inventory, that is the number of homes for sale on the market, our inventory is 54% less than it was a year ago. So you could argue that we could easily absorb another 50% increase in homes. We could have another 500-600 homes come on the market and our demand would be fine. The prices should remain stable. But we just haven't seen a foreclosure inventory hit the market. The second thing, or the second argument or debate around this no to low inventory is, why aren't people just putting their homes on the market when prices are going up? Well, We went into this pandemic with a housing shortage, and the pandemic has only kept that shortage low. People are either afraid to put their home on the market, like I don't want to be bothered during this, or what I think is the bigger cause, and it's more of this compound effect, is you don't see them putting their house on the market because there's nothing to buy. And when there's nothing to buy, they're going to stay and refinance or they're going to stay and remodel. And so you've just seen this perpetual or this compound issue of activity breeds activity and lack of activity breeds lack of activity. The smart home sellers out there today realize that there is a strategy for this. And if that's you and you're going, gosh, we want to sell, but we don't know what we would buy, reach out to us and we can talk through a little bit of our strategy. As always, if you're watching this, thank you. Please subscribe to our channel. Please follow us on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube. And as always, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.